super excited to be on with you guys. I want to hang for about 20 minutes and share something that I just released into the interwebs. The seasonal scrub. I've mentioned this a few times on here with you when we've been on live. This is something I've been living and cultivating and creating and marinating with for months. But really, this is a distillation of years of practice, of systems, of automation, of organization. You guys, if you've been with me for a while, you know I'm not the wing it girl. I don't fly by the seat of my pants in life. I have systems in place that help everything keep rocking and rolling. And I want to share live with you the intro to the workbook. And I want to share a little bit about the process and how this came to be. I did a video a few weeks ago around the process of creation and launching the thing, and how we need that thing that you're working with right now. We need it. We need what brings you to life, right? And if there's anything that makes my heart burst more than anything, it's number one, helping people when I've accessed something in my own life that has helped me go to that next level of ownership, of leadership, of presence, of freedom. I'm going to share this a few times in the next 20 minutes. The ethos of this creation I've just released is about being free. And if there's anything I've weaved throughout this whole thing more than others, it's the concept of having things in your life reflect back to you the reminder that you are free. The timing of this release is not accidental. I have felt deep impressions around and nudging to release this right now, because I believe that we are in a very important trimester right now. That what's coming next is going to be deeply impacted and instructed by the work that you're doing right now in your life in this season. And so I want to tell you a little bit about this workbook. So let me know if you have it already. If you do, you can open up your copy. If you are in my Beautiful Life Lab program, this is actually something that we're going to be working on together, going through assignments. I see some of you hopping over to Facebook. These platforms, we're going to burn them all to the ground and we're going to start over. We're doing that with a lot of things, just so you know. Okay, I digress, but not really. Here is the ethos of this workbook. The timing matters. We are in a season right now of needing to release the old, right? If you think of the old, think of anchors that are keeping you in a certain stuckness, perhaps. In many ways, we don't realize that they are. A lot of the clutter and disorganization we may see being reflected back to us in various areas of our life, whether that be our closets, whether that be our finances, whether that be that machine in our hands. When we have clutter that's there, it's reflecting clutter internally. And so what I want to work on together through this process, through you having this workbook in your hand and working through it chapter by chapter, which is all sequenced intentionally. The order of which I've built out the chapters of this is intentional to help you build that organizational muscle, okay? But what I want to see happen here for those of us that are ready and interested in tapping into more states of freedom in our life is that by the end of this, you notice a certain readiness for more, that you are prepared to step into some of those perhaps bigger decisions that you are needing to make in your life. We all have something, I'm sure, that we're weighing options on right now. Maybe for some of you who are parents, it's school, right? You've got kids who you've got this up and coming school year coming, and there's something heavy about it. There's something you know is lurking behind that date. So it's not on the Beautiful Life Lab page yet. That will be tomorrow morning. So let me go through a bit of what's in the book, and then I want to read you the chapter. And I'm going to give away a copy to one person on Facebook and one person here on Instagram. And then one thing you'll notice when you go over to the landing page, I'm going to be on here doing some live streams from now until end of July, going through chapter by chapter. So I'm actually going to stream with you, but then I'm going to go to that place or space in my own home and show you some of the things I've done that have really, helped optimize in that area. So super excited about that. Super excited to be on hanging with you guys for a little more over the next couple of weeks. And I will upload our audios to the podcast, so they're there. I actually have had a really glorious last couple of weeks, living like the 80s kid that I am, not being online at all, just in life and actually very immersed in this program. So I highly recommend that to any of you feeling like you're just needing a break over a lot of the things. Okay, so if you go over to the seasonal scrub, so if you go to wholefit.com/seasonal scrub, yes, nice and easy, right? You're going to see the breakdown of the lives. I've given you topic by topic. You can actually click a link there if you want to have it added to your own Google Calendar. So if you use Google Calendar, you can link that up so you can get a reminder of when I'll be live and which topic I'll be sharing. Just waiting for it to load here. Having suddenly a lot of tech issues with this, but the seasonal scrub program is about 90 pages. Okay, so it's a workbook you go through. Everything is, I'm all about easy. So everything's linked up in there. Every worksheet, every template builds out to a private landing page where you can print everything. But the first few pages, I go through an intro, which I'm going to read for you here. The very first chapter we go through is cleaning your time. Hey, my favorite topic. If you're in the lab, this is the big piece, right? The very last chapter of the book is finances. And one of the things that I share in the financial chapter is that there are two currencies we're given in life to do with what we want, right? In a way, they're free. And that's our time and that's our health. And those two currencies that we have are our invitation to show that we can be trusted with more, that we are good stewards of those things. And those two currencies relate directly to the currency we work with in our world, the currency of money. How we take care of our time is a big piece of that. So we start there. That's the first chapter of this process, is learning to time block, learning to time map, an intersection of your values and your time. So scrubbing your calendar clean and working in your values, your top values first before anything else. We talk about the big rocks in there versus the sand, right? So it's really just pulling everything out, putting it in as you would like. And again, what you're thinking of through this whole process is, who am I today? Who am I not anymore? And who am I becoming? And is everything in my life reflecting back to me who I am becoming? That is absolutely the goal. We want to release the things that aren't serving us anymore. So we start off with time. The second chapter is your phone, that device in your hand. I'm taking you through a super cool checklist to scrub your phone, to make you unreachable. You want to be as unreachable as possible often, right? Where there aren't notifications and dings and people coming at you. Thanks, Kathy, for linking that up. You want to be unreachable. I teach you some other ways to be unreachable, how to turn off ad tracking, how to really limit the ability for people. I don't want to use keywords like government, but making yourself more unreachable. That's a good goal, right? But also within that, it's clearing out photos, clearing out apps, podcasts, things that are not serving you anymore. It's a process. And keep in mind, the intention for this workbook is that you use it at least twice a year, perhaps at the change of every season. So it's a seasonal scrub. And this first time you go through it, guys, it's going to be exhausting. It will be, unless you live a relatively organized life in a lot of these areas. But the good news is you go through this the first time, like the first time you hit the gym and you put your body through a workout and you're really sore. The next time you do it, it just starts to be really flow and you actually get excited to do it because you have systems in place, right? Okay. So time is first. We go to the phone next. Then we get into some rooms. So the third chapter is about the kitchen and pantry. So taking out products, things in your pantry, looking at expiry dates, giving it a good clean out, and then setting it up so that it works better for you. The kitchen is the heart of the home. We want to make sure that there is an opportunity for health and connection to grow from that place. And so it's setting it up so that it just is more streamlined. Then we go to the bathroom. We talk about cleaning out products. We talk about the Think Dirty app. We talk about the environmental working groups, Skin Deep, pulling out your makeup brushes, giving them a good clean. I share from my heart, why doTERRA oils. I take you on a little journey with me back to 2013, where I was in that time and why I started looking into essential oils and what happened from there. And that's an important piece of this. When we're scrubbing, various elements of our life, like the bathroom, we're looking at the products we're using on our body, and they absolutely do play a role in how we feel and how we might feel stuck. We want to come into alignment with our organic nature. I'm going to tell you something right now, with very deep spiritual roots to it. There is a war going on right now for your organicness. Okay. And so what you want to be focused on is that things in your life support your organic being. Less synthetics, the better. There's a lot coming at you right now. Lots I could say there, but we need to be very intentional and focused on removing the hooks of the synthetic world in us right now. Okay. So the bathroom is more than just a bathroom. That's what I'm saying here. Then we go to the linen closet. You're going to leave that chapter with a linen closet that looks like it could make its way over to Pinterest. Okay. I give you labels you can print. We talk about how to set it up properly. Again, we want our spaces, when we open those doors, to reflect back to us a space that feels like freedom, to remind us of how free we are. Okay. Then we hit the clothes closet. That's going to be the big one for a lot of us. Was for me, releasing the old, and I teach you how to turn your clothes into cash. So I teach you about different opportunities that you can, and how to use them, like Poshmark, how to get your clothes ready to be sold. And this is a very, exciting kind of circulation there. Lots of tips in there, like color coding, organizing by type. I'm a big fan of using the Roy G. Biv method of color coding things. From my essential oil bottles in the house are all color coded. My clothing is color coded. Books, I'm a big fan of that. So we talk about that in there. Then the last chapter we go into is cleaning out your finances. So this might be one that many of you are looking for some help in, and I distill in that chapter my decades of experience in just tracking how money is moving in and out of my life, again, with an effort to be more intentional and be a good steward of what we have. That absolutely plays a role when it comes to our finances. We want to be shown that we can be trusted with more. And so if calling in more abundance in your life is a desire on your heart, then what we really need to be doing right now is demonstrating that we are taking good care of what we currently have. And when it comes to money, money at the end of the day, it's just money. But what it represents to us is an ability to bring our life closer into alignment of who we are here to be, right? Money is an opportunity for you to be able to remove the hooks in your life so that you are able to show up and give us your best. Your impact is greatly limited if you are stuck in this cycle of owing things, right? And so it should be a good goal of all of ours to become free in that space and be working towards that, right? So anyway, those are the chapters of the book. I want to read the intro with you guys. And then I want to give away a copy to one person over on Facebook and one person over here on Instagram, and then we'll wrap up. But again, if you go over to wholefit.com/seasonal scrub, you'll see the schedule of when I'll be going live here on Instagram. I'll probably stream it as well to Facebook. The days and the times. I think the next one I'm going to do is on Saturday this weekend, going through the prep. So I would say if you're feeling this, I keep them priced pretty affordably. So the scrub is $33, and if you want to get started and be joining me for the lives as I take you through them, then I would grab it before this weekend. Okay, so let me go through the intro. I'm just going to read it, and I'm going to read the intro of each chapter with you guys when I'm on live throughout the next 2 weeks. So cool. You guys are feeling it. You're feeling the flow. Like I said, I felt like the timing of this was really important. And I've moved a lot of things aside. You'll notice I have not been online for the last 2 weeks, really. I've just been really immersed in creating this and getting this into your hands, because I feel like the timing of this, like now, like we have got to clear out the old and become as free as possible and have everything in our life circulating properly and reflecting back to us what matters most, and a reminder of who we are. Okay? Very important. All right. So you know how we all have those things we tend to do when we're procrastinating? Well, my thing is organization. My home is never more organized than before a deadline or a talk I'm preparing to give. It brings me great joy to find the better way of doing things. I'm also very committed to keeping what is most important, as seasons of life and business evolve and continue to grow. My affinity for integrating systems comes from a deep disdain for distractions. I've come to realize that this is part of my calling, to go into the wild of being a mother and a business owner and keep my values front and center while things grow. It's likely how our paths crossed, because this is the ethos of all realms of my work. I look for the bottlenecks and I pull the roots out of things that seek to distract. Whether that be through the integration of pure essential oils to keep our bodies as organic and aligned with nature as possible, or having systems in place to put us in a place of authority with our time and our money. I create for you from a place of experience in finding the better way. This season that we are in as a collective reminds me a whole lot of the nesting period I experienced a few months before giving birth. The timing of this creation for you is not accidental. I believe we are heading into a powerful upcoming year, and we need to be reminded through the opening of our closet doors and financial statements that we are free. The seasonal scrub is about more than clearing out old stuff. This is about leading your life, making room for the good on the way, planting seeds in this season that we will harvest in the next. This is about reorganizing elements of your life to match the frequency of who you are becoming. Our outer world very much reflects our inner world. We aren't static beings after all. We are always evolving, and a lifestyle cleanse like this one helps facilitate your transformation. The process of this scrub will be intense the first time you do it, and the scrub's designed to be done seasonally or at least twice a year as you see fit, which means it will absolutely be easier the next time you do it because you'll have systems in place after this run through. You'll find that as you go along, you'll love how expansive your home starts to feel, and you will feel like you're giving your nervous system a big hug. It's amazing how much real estate our physical items can take up in our psyche. After doing this, you'll have a new sensitivity and clarity when it comes to buying new things. Allow this process to flow, but plan about 2 hours per chapter. Schedule it in for every weekend, or wait for the next moment that you're feeling overwhelmed with life or work and give yourself a win. You may find you only plan to start on one closet, and it may lead you to cancel all plans for the rest of the day as you remain in scrub synchronicity. Or you may find that doing the closet exhausts you and you need to park it for a bit. Once you've finished going through and scrubbing the various realms of your home, simply be for a little bit. Don't rush into a new project if you don't have to. You'll want to linger here in this upgraded state until what is meant for you next taps you on the shoulder. I believe this will be the start of a new way for you, and a way of leading your life with a calm confidence and readiness for more, to your homecoming. So I'm stoked for you guys to experience this and to have a feeling of spaciousness in your life. I understand Instagram has conked out over here, so I had a feeling it was going to go. But anyway, we're streaming live over on Facebook on the Whole Fit brand page. It'll save there. So anyway, this is why we do the dual, right? So I want to do a quick giveaway, and then if you guys want to hop over to the landing, you can see the streams and the dates and the times that I'll be on live with you guys. Let me do a draw over here on Instagram really quickly before I lose you guys. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm going to just scroll and put my finger down, and whoever's there wins. Okay. Wellness Creek. I see your comment there. If you hear me, shoot me a message. Ange@wholefit.com, Ange@hol-fit.com. Shoot me a message with your email. I'll send you the promo code. I'm going to do the same over here on Facebook. I'm going to make it just super easy. I'm going to scroll. And there we go. Rebecca Lynn Benson, you win. I hope you're in the mood for some scrubbing, you guys. So anyway, really stoked it's here. Timing matters. I feel like you guys are feeling what I'm saying here, that we, you could absolutely be out just living up summer right now, and that's great. If you're feeling like you just really need a break, and it's been heavy, there's been just so much, but plan some time to prepare for this fall, to just be really smart about decisions you're making within your home, and just making room for the new, because there is a transformation that exists when you are able to cultivate something within your own home, when you're able to have that win. It helps give you some more fire when it comes to the bigger decisions you might be needing to make. And let's be real, our closets, our finances, our calendar, our time, those are big areas. And so when you can have some guidance to put those to work, then you're able to access that going into other decisions. So, all right, guys, I hope you're having a great start to your week. I'll be on this weekend doing another stream, and look forward to sharing more from the book with you guys. Mwah.